Hello, Ilya is here and you are on the Sabai channel. This is the most interesting news of the month in the world of cryptocurrency, blockchain and crypto gaming. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe and hit the bell for the instant notification. And we get started. (2022) turned out to be a tough year for the crypto industry. The amount of negative news hit all records. Let's see what the first month of the year brought us, what happened to crypto exchanges, what news come from blockchain projects, what are surprises in the technology world, and what cryptocurrency changes happen in the world. Crypto.com CEO Chris Masalek announced the second round of layouts and cut about 20% of the company's employees. The platform blockchain.com lays off almost 30% of the staff because of ongoing crypto winter. And the American exchange Coinbase cut 950 employees and decided to close most of its activities in Japan as part of spending optimization. Coinbase Japan will no longer accept deposits from January 20th, but users can withdraw digital assets to any external wallet until February 16th. Alternatively, they can liquidate their positions and receive funds in yen in an internal bank account. It seemed that the bear market touched many, but not all exchanges are cutting staff. Some are even increasing it. KuCoin exchange released its annual review. The total number of registered users has reached over 27 million, with more than 30 million new users registered during 2022. Trading volume across the spot and future markets reached $3.5 trillion. The team grew in headcount by 39%, and exchange plans to increase it by 20% in 1993. Changpeng Zhao, CEO of the largest cryptocurrency exchange, Binance, announced plans to increase its staff numbers by 15–30%. And some way he has already implemented it by obtaining a license for a branch in Poland and announcing plans to attract new employees in the jurisdiction and hold events and educational initiatives in Poland. To recall, the user base of the cryptocurrency exchange exceeds 120 million people in 2022. As you can see, these exchanges even increased their volumes during the crypto winter and continue to develop successfully, despite a significant drop in the cryptocurrency market. Let's remember the most important news of 2022. The collapse of the FTX exchange. As part of this case, the US Department of Justice seized more than 55 million shares of Robinhood worth about $456 million at the close of trading on January 6. FTX CEO John Ray said that he is looking into possibility of reviving the exchange. Against this background, the FTT token has grown by almost 35%. At the same time, the US Securities and Exchange Commission filed a new lawsuit against former CEO Sam Bankman-Fried, accusing him of deceiving his company's shareholders and organizing a fraudulent scheme. The FTX exchange has recovered more than $5 billion in liquid assets, cash and securities. This amount doesn't include the $425 million held by authorities in the Bahamas and several illiquid cryptocurrencies whose implementation is problematic without affecting the market. We hope that this year the case of the collapse of the FTX exchange will be finally solved. Now let's move on to the positive news and talk about the development of the crypto industry in different countries of the world. The Hong Kong government has previously spoken about the necessity to develop the course of the crypto industry. The financial secretary of the country, Paul Chan, announced the readiness of the jurisdiction to accept cryptocurrency companies from all over the world. The official noted that the authorities recently finalized the work on licensing regime for the industry. By the adopted rules, crypto companies are subject to the requirements that apply to the traditional financial sector. In less than a few days following this news, Samsung Asset Management Hong Kong has launched a Bitcoin futures exchange traded fund on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange. The structure will invest in derivatives listed on the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. To recall, Arthur Hayes, the former CEO of the Bitcoin exchange BitMEX, admitted that China is trying to move back to the crypto industry through Hong Kong. Whether his words turn out to be true remains to be seen. Although interesting news appeared in mainland China. Investment company Suochao Securities enabled e-CNY payments on its mobile application. This is the country's first example of the use of the central bank digital currency in the securities market, China Securities Journal writes. The firm's client can pay for wealth management products and advisory services in China's digital currency. It was implemented in cooperation with the Bank of China. Suochao Securities intends to expand the range of digital yuan use cases in cooperation with the authorities and the financial sector. It sounds interesting. Perhaps the Chinese authorities will embark on the path of the crypto industry development. But what happens in Asian countries that already actively use blockchain technology? The authorities of Seoul, for example, announced their launch of the municipal metaverse. With its help, city residents will be able to contact city services on various issues. Now residents of the metropolis won't have to stand in queues because now to solve a problem you need access to the internet only. Japan urged to regulate the crypto industry on a par with banks. Mamoru Yonase, deputy director of the FSA's Bureau of Development and Strategy Management, noted the growth of the digital asset industry, pointing out the need for better control. Not only Asian countries are striving for the development of the crypto industry. The National Bank of Australia has announced its own stablecoin AUDN on the Ethereum blockchain. It will allow real-time transactions on the blockchain using the Australian dollar and one-to-one peg. The creation of stablecoins has recently been gaining more and more popularity. Even the Central Bank of Iran is discussing with the Russian Federation the possibility of creating a joint stablecoin of the Persian region pegged to gold and foreign trade settlements, media reported. More and more new countries are introducing their national digital currencies. For example, the Central Bank of Georgia plans to launch a pilot digital lari project in the first half of this year. The United States not only continues to develop crypto technologies, but also creates educational programs dedicated to them. One of the largest universities in the United States, Texas A&M University, is launching an educational program about Bitcoin in spring. It was backed by Bitcoin core developer Jimmy Song and mining company Riot. Would you like to become a student again and gain knowledge about digital currency? On the other hand, the US authorities are monitoring legality. Law enforcement officials have announced their involvement in the closure of the BitSlater platform. Previously, the company announced a hack and suspension of withdrawals for an indefinite period, linking this to the laundering of more than $700 million worth of cryptocurrency from the darknet marketplace Hydra. According to statement, Anatoly Likodimov, the founder of the platform, was taken into custody. Probably we will find out how this story will end very soon. Meanwhile, the US Internal Revenue Service has updated reporting requirements for crypto transactions. US residents are now required to report on digital assets received from mining and staking. Now let's fast forward to El Salvador, where the authorities have approved a digital assets law. The document regulates the procedure for interaction with providers and issuers of virtual asset services, operations for their extraction, and also provides the mandatory licensing of companies and lays the foundation for the announced Bitcoin bonds. But the European Parliament has postponed the final vote on the comprehensive regulation of markets in crypto assets until April. The delay is technical and is likely caused by translating the nearly 400-page file into 24 official languages of the EU countries, media reported. We hope that the vote will take place soon and the crypto asset market will be officially recognized. An increasing number of countries are realizing the need to recognize and implement cryptocurrencies and blockchain technologies, which, by the way, we will discuss further. Let's take a look at what's happening in the world of blockchain technology. Yuga Labs, the company behind the Boat Ape Yacht Club NFT collection, has launched the Dookie Dash game, where members can receive non-fungible tokens for their activity. Solana has started accepting pre-orders for its Saga smartphone from users in 33 countries. To get on the waiting list, you need to make a deposit of $100 and return it in case of refusal. Deliveries are expected to be made in early 2023. The first wave will include the US, Canada, EU, UK, Switzerland, Australia and New Zealand. The team promised to consider other countries in the future. Saga was first introduced in June 2022. The device is a custom version of smartphone from Awesome with built-in cryptocurrency wallet functions. It comes pre-installed with the Solana Mobile Stack Toolkit, allowing you to create decentralized applications for mobile phones. Saga will allow you to store NFTs, sign transactions and pay with Solana Pay. Does it mean the beginning of the introduction of crypto payments through the phone, and will it provoke competition for Apple and Google Pay in the future? Meanwhile, Binance has partnered with DT1 to allow Binance Pay users to fund their mobile accounts with over 50 cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB and BUSD. Binance continues to expand its sphere of influence. We suppose that it will be possible to pay almost everything through Binance very soon. Web3 technologies are attracting more and more attention. Abu Dhabi licensed blockchain platform developer Venom Foundation has partnered with Iceberg Capital to launch a $1 billion venture capital fund. An entity called Venom Ventures Fund invests in innovative protocols and Web3 applications for long-term trends such as payments, asset management, DeFi, banking and GameFi. Not a bad investment, Web3 has all the chances for the future. The following news confirms this. Payments giant MasterCard has partnered with Polygon to launch the MasterCard Artist Accelerator Web3 program for emerging music artists. Launch planned in spring 2023. It aims to help musicians, DJs and producers grow in the digital economy. Participants are promised exclusive access to events, music releases, training to release their own NFTs and more. It seems that this is just the beginning and we will see a series of partnerships between payment systems and Web3 world soon. This promises to be interesting. A lot of interesting things happen in the world of development. So Ethereum developers have confirmed plans to deploy the Shanghai update to the test network in February and to the main network in March. The hard fork will allow users to withdraw almost 16 million Ethereum from the deposit contract. Against the background of the announcement, the tokens of liquid staking protocols like Light Alpha Finance, Anchor and Rocket Pool have significantly risen in price. The developers of Cardano have announced that the launch of the JET algorithmic stablecoin will take place this month. Fintech company Coty will issue the JET stablecoin for the Cardano ecosystem. Also, we expect the emergence of new crypto wallets this year. Robinhood announced the launch of its crypto wallet for 1 million users from the waiting list. The wallet supports the purchase and trading of more than 50 tokens on the Ethereum and Polygon networks and NFTs. Decentralized exchange liquidity aggregator 1inch will release a hardware cryptocurrency wallet. 1inch hardware wallet. The device is at the final stage of development. It is expected to go on sale this year. Frontier developers introduced the wallet as a Chrome browser extension that supports staking and NFT. The new solution allows interaction with decentralized applications from more than 35 blockchain ecosystems, including Aptos and Sui, which a huge number of crypto users have high hopes for. Now let's talk about mining. As a result of the next recalculation, the complexity of Bitcoin mining increased by 10.26% to a record 36.59 trillion hashes. The current network hash rate exceeds 270 exahash per second. It's becoming more and more difficult to mine Bitcoins. Maybe we should try to mine Litecoin and Dogecoin, because Bitmining company announced the start of sales of Bminer LD3 devices that can be used to mine these tokens. And let's add a few words about what is going on in our Sabai Ecoverse project. We are still actively recruiting participants for the Sabai Light Alpha Test of our mobile idle clicker. It will allow accelerating early staking mechanics based on the main game entities of the parent project Sabai Ecoverse. Follow the link in the description, join the alpha test and get rewarded for finding bugs. And just a few days ago, we launched a giveaway dedicated to the Chinese New Year. Our 10 partners and we have collected a pool of prizes for you, including USDT, energy and project tokens with more than $1,000. Join us and win. It seems that the first month of the new year brought us a sufficient amount of positive news. And of course, the main one, Bitcoin reached 23,000 bucks and the entire market reacted with a significant increase. Perhaps the bear market is over and 2023 will be the year for the rabbit and the bull. Thanks for watching! It was the crypto news of January 2023. If you find this information useful, do not forget to subscribe to the channel and give a thumbs up so that the releases come out more often and more interesting. We congratulate you on the new year, which finally came to us in January, and wish you good news only. Follow the releases, subscribe to our social networks, and stay tuned for more. Sabai everyone!